What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Scene Snobs Podcast. I am your host, Mick Manhattan, the Scene Snob himself, and I'm back again. We're doing this live. We're back on Facebook Live yet again, but we're also recording. It's a somber day, ladies and gentlemen. Had some bad news, and it's some sad news, all mixed in with everything going on. So it's a little bit somber of a day, but I'm trying to make the best of it. I felt like coming on. I felt like being with people today. Just kind of a rough day, and I wanted to be around. Brian, what's going on, man? My partner from Pulling Focus Podcast. Just so you guys know, we have our 7th episode out now. Main topic is screenwriting, but we're discussing so much more. And also, if you head over to the WinchesterBookGallery.com for our Pulling Focus Filmmakers Library and you use PFP Show as your promo code, you get 15% off any of the books in the Filmmakers Library. We're doing that, so make sure you go check it out. And there is my other partner from behind the box and another Scene Snobs family member, Mr. Rob Gosher. I love seeing you guys. Thank you for coming on. Like I was saying when I started this, I don't think anybody was watching at the time. It's a somber day. It's some sad news kind of gone around, and I don't want to get into that too much. I want to talk about. I want to talk to my people. I want to have a good day. I want to enjoy this community that I have of friends that I've gathered, and to all of you who are listening, all of you who are watching right now. You all make me feel better whenever I'm around you, so it's always nice. So Alex, thank you. And if you haven't checked out the Today in Space podcast, you better get over there. It's now one of my favorite podcasts, and I was lucky enough to be a guest on it. Thank you, Alex. So I appreciate you sending the love. And I'm going to show you the models as soon as we build them. I went out today and I was like, what would be a good idea for me to do with my kids? What would be a fun idea? I don't know video games that well. I know movies, and I watch them with my 8-year-old, but it's different. I wanted to... I do have the epic chest hair. That's about the only epic thing I have going for me. You're right, Rob. Happy to have you on. I was happy to be on, my friend. But I went out and I got models. That's right. And not just one model. We're going to do the USS Enterprise. This is the 1701. But I have other models for us, my kids and my wife and I, to do. She's very good at puzzles. I'm terrible at puzzles. But I also got, this is a 3-piece set. You have the USS Enterprise NCC 1701, 1701A, and the 1701D, which were made famous, of course, by the original series, the motion picture, and, technically 1701A didn't come in until the movies a little bit later. But also the D, which is famous made famous by Next Generation. I don't know how many of you are fans of Star Trek out there like I am. I will say I have Star Wars tattooed on my arm, so hang in there with me, but I do love Star Trek. I love the world of Star Trek a lot. Gotta love the D. That is true. You do gotta love the D, Rob. But I tried to have myself a beer tonight, but it turns out there's no beer left in the house. And that's a kind of a big thing for me because I don't really drink that much. But I thought maybe with kind of how today was, I'd have a beer and relax. But unfortunately, we don't have any more. That's all right, though. It's probably for the best. I went out and I have coffee. Iced coffee, sure, but it's getting warmer, so I think that's okay. So don't mind all the podcast listeners hearing me take a sip of my drink, but it is what it is. So join in on the topics. I have a lot to talk about tonight. There's a bunch of stuff going on. And I'm going to sprinkle in there some fun stuff. Yeah, if I wasn't working tomorrow and I've been drinking all day, I think we all would, sir. It's definitely that kind of mood today, but I want it to be a soft mood, but at the same time, let's just celebrate everything going on, that we're all together, we're all doing well, and having fun right now. Gotta live in the now, I think. But we have some big stuff going on in the movie world today. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Dune has released some promotional stills. And I gotta tell you, as much as I hate the movie Dune, the original, I think it's stupid, I think it's boring, and I don't think there's much to the story at all. And Rob is going to hate me for that, because he loves Dune. But that's just how I feel. But the new movie, starring Timothy Chalamet, I met his uncle, interviewed his uncle, Rodman Flunder, very cool dude. He's a very talented young actor, and he's taking over the role Kyle MacLachlan made very famous in the original David Lynch film Dune. It looks pretty cool. I gotta tell you, I've never been excited. No, it's fine. You're in pain. You're lashing out. No, Dune, I can't stand Dune. I'm sorry, man. Dune was dumb, but a fun movie to watch with friends. I could see that. Worm Sign, like the Caine God, was never seen. I don't know. This new movie looks good though, and I like the director. Was it Denis Villeneuve? And you guys can't even type it out because I can't pronounce it. I'm looking at it right now and I don't know. I really liked his Blade 2049 though. Blade Runner 2049. My apologies. You would think I'd know this, being a snob and all. I don't know what's going on. If you guys have any new news or topics you want to discuss, throw them out. I'm always open to that, but I am going to discuss a few things going on. So they did put out the first look promotional stills, and everything looks really awesome. And this is the one thing I have to give to Dune, the original. The look was really cool. The suits, everything. It takes place 10,000 years in the future. Villeneuve sounds like. Thank you, Brian. Brian, you did it. You got me to say it right. I don't know how you did it, but you sounded it out phonetically. So that's how you did it. I'm just not stupid. Hooked on Phonics works for me. So, but that is my partner right there. So make sure you go check out our show. Pulling Focus Podcast, episode 7, out right now. That was a good one too. It was a lot of fun. You get to hear me rant on it. I go a little crazy. I don't like bad writing. I'm sorry. And we have some very cool promotions going on. So go over to at PFP Show. That is okay, Villeneuve. Who does Poe Dameron play? I don't know. Rob, you know this movie better than I do. I don't remember. Stayin, maybe? I don't know. That's what I'm going to have to call by the actors' names. That's how much I didn't really like that movie. I don't know who they are. I'll look it up, though. No, I doubt it was. Maybe it was Sting. I don't know. Let's see. Who does Sting... No, he's got the eye patch. Wasn't that Max von Sydow in that movie? Who wore the eye patch? I don't remember. Rob. What are you doing to me? Making me have to read things. And his name's not Poe Dameron. We all know this. So was this supposed to come out this year? If he's Duncan Idaho, I'm going to be picked. Pissed or picked? I don't know if you like that or not. Who's Duncan Idaho? I should know these movies better. I already sound like I'm drunk, and I haven't even had the beer. Maybe I should go get the wine. I'm gonna hit the stash and get the wine. We got a bunch of wine from what's that awesome place? The Hideaway Cafe. Ticked. That makes more sense than pissed. Let's see. Who is he playing? I don't know, man. Now I'm looking for Poe Dameron, and that's not even his name. Who is he playing? Dave Bautista's in it. He's playing Beast. Oh, no, that's Javier Bardem. Duncan Idaho is played by Jason Momoa. He's Timmy's dad. Oh, he's playing the dad. Oh. Who played the dad in the original one? He's a German actor, wasn't he? No. Maybe I'm wrong. Now I gotta look it up. Can't believe I'm talking about Dune. This movie better be better than the original. So Duncan is a minor character in the first film, but a major character later. He dies quick in the movie. Well, now you ruined it for me. Now I don't know. I know what's going on. I don't know who played Duncan Idaho in the original. Ay, ay, ay. You guys are confusing me with this Dune situation going on here. He's not even in there. The Baron's doctor. No, that's not it. Oh, Richard Jordan played the Duncan Idaho in the original. I don't even know who that is. And you're not going to make me find out. Was Duke Leto Atreides, was that his dad? That was Jurgen Prochnow. Did you catch the animated comedic envisioning of the Star Wars script for the last one? Any thoughts on the unused script? I did not watch it yet. I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it. You did send it to me, Alex, and thank you for that. I want to check it out. So I will definitely... Okay, so Oscar Isaac is playing his dad. Okay. Well, I trust Ryan. He would know. And I trust you too, Rob. No, I haven't had a chance to check it out, but that sounds awesome. I can't wait to see it. And because I did read the unused script, and I kind of dug it. I thought it might look pretty good. So I'm interested to see how it plays out versus what we got, you know? Yeah, I can't wait for that either. We got some, where is it? Got some other cool news going on right now. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. No, you do not got me. Get out of here. Why am I still getting this stuff? Oh, I hate that air. Talk to me, people. Say something. Breathe some life into me. Sam Raimi finally confirmed that he's directing Doctor Strange 2, which we all knew. The Cheetah toy reveal from the comic reveals comic accurate costume in Wonder Woman 1984, but I can't see Kristen Wiig playing it. I cannot see her playing a villain. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think she'll be able to pull it off. Oh, I can't wait for that show. Did anybody see The Quarry? Not actually, I don't know if it's a show. I think it might be a movie, but the Quarry murder mystery show. That looks pretty awesome. Go check out the trailer for it. She's going to be terrible in it. Who is? Rebecca Ferguson? Why will she be terrible? I think she's a good actress. I really liked her in The Greatest Showman. Oh, Kristen Wiig. I'm so far off. I'm still on Dune. This is your fault. I love Kristen Wiig with all my heart, but she's going to fail. Now, she can pull off dramatic, but I don't know if she can pull off epic. Watch The Skeleton Twin. She was fantastic on it. So much cool stuff in that movie. And Bill Hader was great in that, too. I was going off because I was part of a conversation earlier, so my notes kind of got thrown off on my computer. So you have to excuse me. Anybody see the new trailer for the Chris Hemsworth movie Extraction on Netflix? It looks awesome. It looks like an awesome action movie. I'm very into it. I'm kind of hoping this isn't going to be a one-off. I'm hoping maybe it will be a Bourne-type series, because he looks like he was like a British special ops who is very good at extractions, and he gets sent on this mission to extract this, I guess he's like a Middle Eastern prince. His son got kidnapped, so he goes in, and he's got to get out of the country that he's in with him intact with no help. It looks really cool. I am excited for it. The trailer was awesome. I do love that they've gotten Chris Hemsworth under their banner, Netflix, and he is playing Hulk Hogan. For everybody who didn't know, he is playing Hulk Hogan tonight. Not tonight, eventually, whenever they decide to start filming again. In the Hulk Hogan story that Netflix is doing. Creep Show Season 1 is starting to air on AMC. If you haven't seen Creep Show, it is a great show. Netflix has been the it thing for action. 600 Grand was incredible. I don't know if all right. Six Underground. I did. If you go back, I did a review of it for Snob Reviews. But just to kind of cover it, not that you're wrong, Rob. You're wrong about Dune. You're not wrong about this, and you're wrong about Conan the Barbarian. But Six Underground was a very good action movie. It is a very good Michael Bay movie, and I'm okay with Michael Bay movies. A lot of people complain about him because of who he is and stuff like that. Michael Bay is Michael Bay. Michael Bay, when he went out and he set off on the task of giving us Transformers, didn't promise anything other than robots fighting. That's what we got. That's what the cartoon was. So when people were complaining about him, like, listen, I love great writing. I don't go into a Michael Bay film expecting great writing. If your expectations are for that, they're going to be low. So Six Underground was a really fun action movie, and I think those belong there. I think there's a place for fun action movies. You know what would be a really cool topic? The best acted scenes in action movies. Now, what do I mean by that? I think one of the best acted scenes in a movie history, which shows that Keanu Reeves acts his ass off, in Speed. When he finds out his partner is dead, and he just goes ape. He loses it. Is some of the best acting I've seen ever in a movie. And I would love to see what everybody else thinks in action movies. What would be really good? What was like some really good acting in action movies? I don't go to... I mean, Point Break, there could be some arguments there. Probably. I'm not saying the best, but there could be some arguments. Yeah, I just want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think on that. I only complain about Michael Bay's laziness in filming. He reused animation from The Island and Transformers, as well as his terribly racist dialogue in Transformers. Yeah, I mean, listen, there's plenty we can hate on for Michael Bay. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is, Michael Bay movies are Michael Bay movies. You either enjoy them or you hate them. And that's okay if you hate them. But you can enjoy them too. I do think there's room to enjoy them. But just don't walk in there expecting them to be anything less than what they are. Marked for Death, Seagal. Yeah, listen, the thing about Seagal that throws me off is back in the early movies, well, I have a feeling you're screwing with me, but here's my argument. I liked the early movies. Now, I'm not saying he was perfect in them, but I did like them, and he was believable as an action star in them. My favorite is Lethal Weapon 5. There's no Lethal Weapon 5. Is there a Lethal Weapon 5? Did I miss Lethal Weapon 5? Oh, are you talking about It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Katie? When they made next Lethal Weapon, that was great. Bay has 2 movies in Criterion Collection. He does. That he does. And I will still argue to this day that Armageddon is one of my favorites. Best Acting Award, Danny DeVito. Definitely screwing with you. Yeah, but here's my argument for the Steven Seagal thing. His early movies I enjoy. Again, as action movies. I'm not going out there and being like, you know what, he deserved an Oscar. But I will say in his early movies, he was a fun action star until he lost his mind. I just watched him in a brand new action movie that was on TV, on cable, and it was ridiculous. Best action acting. I mean, Danny Glover in Predator 2 taunting the Predator while he is almost dead was fantastic. That's a good argument. Danny Glover is a great actor, so you're going to get a good performance from him. And that is an action movie, Predator 2. Training Day, Denzel. That arguably a very good action movie. I'd more argue that it's not so much action as it is drama or thriller, but it's still, I'll put it under the banner of action too, and that is a damn fine performance. For anybody just joining in, one of my arguments was the movie Speed. Keanu Reeves, when he finds out his partner dies, his reaction is insane. Big Trouble in Little China, no related to Mr. Seagal. That's true, Scott. That's true. So, a favorite of ours from back in the day, that's for sure. Favorite of everybody who's watching right now, I'm sure. But the best acting in an action film, like, let's go back. I mean, we have Dirty Harry. We have Clint Eastwood. Did a great job. Oh my God. Charles Bronson almost jumped in with the Death Wish movies. But let's face facts. Charles Bronson's always just Charles Bronson. Am I right? Like, I was watching The Mechanic the other day with a very young Jan Michael Vincent. I forgot he was in that movie. And it's still a fun movie. Still a fun little action movie. The very fun motorbike chase. But yeah, you can't put, I don't think you put Charles Bronson up there with acting. But I'm trying to think of some good action movies that had really good acting in it. Just solid acting. That's cheering me up, people. And anybody else needs cheering up, let's jump in. Tell me what you got. We've been talking about action a lot lately. Tomorrow we are doing a live Behind the Box podcast, which is our Cult Classics podcast, myself and Rob Gosher. So make sure, Tango and Cash, baby. I mean, come on. Kurt Russell's great in anything he's in. He's always a great actor. Yep, even as a cowboy or Indian, he's Charles Bronson. That's 100% true, Brian. 100%. Scott, I'm circling back that Kurt Russell is a damn fine actor. Everything he is in. Tomorrow we are doing Behind the Box podcast, our Cult Classics podcast. We're going back to horror. We're going to be talking movie monsters, evolution of movie monsters, and we're going to be piecing together. If you watched last week's show or listened to it, we did a bracket of heist and escape movies. We're going to continue to start doing brackets. Rob, I see you right there with Tom Hanks, Turner, and Hooch. I might have to argue that. The Dark Knight. That might win. I'll tell you what. Let's take the Dark Knight out, because Dark Knight was pinnacle. It was great. But go to the Dark Knight Rises real quick. Just join me on this. Michael Caine's acting at the end of that, when he's standing in front of Bruce Wayne's gravestone, is arguably some of the best acting I've ever seen in my life. He was so distraught in that movie. Katie, I saw yours, and I do agree. You have to agree. This is not your house, Turner. Yeah, that is fair. I don't know why I said it. I don't know why I said it in that accent. That was a very dumb accent, so I'm sorry. I need to try not to do accents. Is just basically where I come down to. Jack Nicholson and Batman. I mean, Jack Nicholson is just the man. Mad Max Fury Road is a good one for me. Yeah, it's really well acted. But I mean, Charlize Theron, you put her in anything. Although, I mean, I like, what's his name? Tom Hardy. I like him as an actor fine. I think he's better when he's in like series, like was it Taboo and other stuff like that. In his movies, like when he what was the one that he was in where he played the brothers, Legends, I think it was called. We played it was the true story where he played twin brothers who were mob bosses in Britain. Great acting in that. I think sometimes he can just pull off an amazing performance, but then there's sometimes like, I don't think he was that good in Mad Max Fury Road. He wasn't a better Mad Max for me. I thought Gibson did a much better job. So, and honestly, when I think about it, I understand changing the actor. I'm not mad about that at all. Tom Hardy in Peaky Blinders, such a good character. There you go. Like, when he does series like that, I think he does a lot better. But Mad Max Fury Road for me, Tom Hardy Inception was meh. He was, but everybody else was really good in that. Craig in Casino Royale, yeah, he did a really good job. I thought he was better in Quantum of Solace, personally. And Skyfall, he was really good too. Casino Royale is great. Don't get me wrong. I love that movie, but I think his acting, because he's being pushed over the edge more and more in each movie. So you're getting a better, more gripping performance from him. I will say, going back to Mad Max, though, I thought the Mad Max script, Fury Road script, would have worked better with an older Mad Max. I thought if, and again, I'm not saying, oh yeah, it should have been Mel Gibson. I get it. Like, no, I'm not saying Mel Gibson should have been in it. I'm saying you could have changed the actor, but I thought it would have been better with an older actor performing. And it didn't have to be that old, but older than Tom Hardy, I thought would have been better, personally. Did you just mention Quantum of Solace when even the writers admitted it? Spectre, seriously. Yes, but his performance in that was good. I'm not saying the movie was good. I'm not digging my heels in and saying, hey, Quantum of Solace is the best James Bond movie. And I hope that's a soundbite that gets taken and put somewhere. And under it, with a little hyphen, says the Scene Snob. Because that will have so many people come and argue with me on my podcast. And I love that. And I don't even mean it. So, no, but Daniel Craig's performances throughout, his performances change. And I think he really owns the James Bond. And I cannot wait for No Time to Die. So I'm very excited for that. I'm going to have a little sip of my coffee that you don't know where it's from. Just needed that. I'm sorry. Gotta stay awake. Gotta keep me entertained. I'm here for 6 hours. Not really. I'm just kidding. But like I said, somber day, somber night. We're just enjoying it. Agreed. Craig's the best. Hands down. I will argue that with anybody right now. Daniel Craig is the best James Bond ever. And I want to hear the arguments. I want people coming after me. That time is now, unfortunately. What time is now? No Time to Die? I'm so confused. I'm so confused, sir. And that's from Scott. So tell me, what are you saying? Love DD Coffee. Whoa. They don't pay me for this. I can't just give out. Well, I can, but I do it for small businesses. But I can't just give out big corporations. Free marketing. James Bond Jr., best Bond. He owned my childhood. Rob, it's so funny that you said James Bond Jr. I love that show growing up. May not be top. Oh yeah, no, hands down. Daniel Craig is the best James Bond. Connery's great. Don't get me wrong. I love Connery, and he was good in the role for the time. That James Bond would never work now. Craig is the best. No cheese, just action and drama. That's right, Brian, and that's why 2 of my partners agree. All 3 of us agree. So we got some good stuff out of that. But so we have his final performance. Who can replace him? Now, I've heard Idris Elba. Idris Elba could pull it off. Why can he pull it off? For nothing else if not Luther. If you've never seen Luther, you have done a disservice to yourself. Luther is one of the best TV shows of all time, and Idris Elba is amazing in it. That's the name that was thrown out. Who else can play him? I say Michael Keaton. Let's just go for broke. I mean, the man did pull off Batman 30 years ago. Let's just put him in Bond now. Let's do it. Let's take the leap. Who wants to take the leap with me? No takers? All right. So it's not Michael Keaton, but not Tom Hardy either. I'm not down with that. But I think you can't ever go back. What's up with Rob Pattinson? Rob Pattinson's going to be Batman, and I'm excited for that. I am very excited for him to play Batman. I don't know about the script, although I like, what's his name, Matt Reeves. They don't need to replace James Bond. Give us a new person taking the 007 mantle. No, I think they do need to replace James Bond. And again, I don't give a crap if it's a girl. I don't give a crap if it's a black guy. You fired who? Who'd you fire? I'm so confused. Wait, did you fire him for real? You better not have fired him. I saw something about that, and I don't know much. Who got fired? Why am I losing my... Oh, Rob Pattinson got fired from Batman? Is that for real? That's bull. I don't like that. I need to look that up right now. Why did he get fired? Go on, put him as Wolverine. Let the man play Wolverine. Or unless they suspended it indefinitely, so we don't know when it's coming back, and he just couldn't be held to his contract. They did that with the actors in the show Mindhunters. David Lynch didn't know when he would be able to get back to shoot, which if you haven't watched it, the first, second season are brilliant seasons of TV. He didn't. I'm going to... God, you got me again. You got me again, sir. I knew they didn't fire him. They were filming too much. So Robert Pattinson was not fired as Batman. I have been duped again by the red-haired bandit with his red hair, Mr. Scott Reagan himself. Thanks for joining in and screwing with me. Just kidding. He would be good not emoting. No, he didn't emote in the Twilight movies. They sucked. No argument from me there. But he's been good in everything he's ever been in since. He's a fantastic actor. And he will make a great Batman. I also like that Colin Farrell's playing the Penguin. It's very out there. Who saw that coming? Although Colin Farrell is so beautiful, I would allow him in anything I do. So that guy's an awesome guy. I want to see a Bond film focusing on Q with Benedict Cumberbatch. That would be pretty cool. Can't stand Facebook Live. Can't see everyone's comments. Sigh. I'm reading them. Don't worry. I'll read yours too. Rob, I love you, buddy. That's what I'm saying. He will be a good Batman. Katie, I'm with you. Okay. I get you. I'm on board now. I get a little confused sometimes when we're doing these conversations. I got a lot of people throwing things at me. But there is no discussion here. Robert Pattinson's a great actor. And he will make a great Batman. I have said it about 6 times now, and I'm sticking with it. Loved him in Grinch. And that's going to Benedict Cumberbatch. Benedict Cumberbatch is probably if not the best, one of the best Sherlock Holmes. One of the top 2. Downey Jr. did a great job, too. I think Benedict Cumberbatch was better. Stories were more thought out and just really well done. I love him as Sherlock and Martin Freeman as Watson, and I don't think we're ever going to get them back. They ended it nicely, though, if they don't. It'd be nice if they do come back. What else we got? I was searching, thanks Reagan, searching for, watch our exclusive live interview with Joe Pantoliano today at 10:15 a.m. That was 10 hours ago. We missed it. I did meet Joey Pants a long time ago. He was one of the first celebrities I met at a convention. And that guy was one of the nicest human beings. You're going to say Cumberbatch is better than Brent Spiner's Data playing Holmes. Yes, 100%. Sorry. If you're still watching and you're upset about that, I still stick by it. How dare you? Thank you, Rob. So, yeah, I met Joe Pantoliano. I call him Joey Pants. Joe Pantoliano in 2001? 2000 maybe even 99. And he was at a Chiller Theater convention in Jersey. I remember we had the little wind-up cameras, disposable cameras to take pictures with all the celebrities. And ours wasn't working. It was me and my buddy Len. He's not on here right now, but Data can't hang. No, he cannot hang. You're right. Although I do love Data. He was really good in the new Picard. But I'm getting off topic. So we had one of those wind-up disposable cameras. Didn't work. Right? And we really wanted a picture with him. And he wasn't he charged like maybe $10 for his autograph. This is back in the day when, it wasn't highway robbery. And he sent his guy to go get us a new camera. Picked up camera, we took a picture, and it was fantastic. He was an amazing guy. Had a lot of fun with him. It was truly fantastic. He's a wonderful human being. I always had that good story with him. Such a huge fan of Joey P. Soprano's Bound, Memento. So damn good. You forgot, was arguably one of his most famous roles in Cypher. Ironically, I can't remember. And that is sad because I said arguably one of his most famous roles. What was the one with Neo and the guns? Why am I drawing a blank on this? Maybe I popped the red pill. I don't know. It's just one of those names. I'm not remembering much today. It's just been a rough time. What about Zachary Quinto? What's his name as Bond? No. No Zachary Quinto as Bond. Keep him as Spock. That man is not a Bond. Cypher was the real one. He can enter the Matrix without help. That is true. We never figured out how he was doing it. The Matrix. Thank you, Scott. I just looked down and saw your and then I read Rob's, of course. But The Matrix. Thank you, guys. I don't know why I missed that. And now you're all coming in with stuff. I appreciate it. Listen, I need more coffee. That's what it is. Talk amongst yourselves. My God, you're killing me. I know I am. I know I am. So, let's go off topic a little bit. Have you guys checked out any new podcasts lately? Pulling Focus podcast is a really good one. You should. It's all about filmmaking in a movie. Or thescenesnobs.com. Have you checked out any other cool podcasts? Maybe the Scene Snobs podcast? Maybe Behind the Box, the Cult Classics podcast on thescenesnobs.com. I'm not even looking at the lens, so I'm really bad at commercials, aren't I? Got you, buddy. I would like to see older Bond with Sean Connery returning, but like a lazy Bond. Just a Bond who's in retirement, maybe runs a garden, has a dog, walks his dog. That'd be amazing. Has no real adventures. I hear Behind the Box is good. Behind the Box is amazing. Not for the one guy, the tall guy. The other guy is better. The guy who paints. He's better at it than the tall guy. But we are having a very cool episode. We're going to be talking movie monsters, the evolution of movie monsters. We're going to be making out a list to put on a bracket. And eventually, we are going to argue that bracket. So, maybe check out tomorrow. We will be live, but after that, all the podcasts go right onto the website. That's what it's all about. You can go to thescenesnobs.com and go check out all the links to everywhere. You can see them on video, or you can just listen to them on all your preferred platforms. That's how it works. That's my plug for right now. But I am very excited, though, with Pulling Focus. Our podcast, Pulling Focus, is... and Scott, you'll appreciate this. What's this? Oh, hey, Reagan. There you go. Remember that one? We are offering on screenwriting books right now. If you go to the winchesterbookgallery.com to the Pulling Focus Filmmakers Library, we have a whole list of very good books on writing, screenwriting. And if you use PFP Show as your promo code, you get 15% off. So go check that out. Also, buy a very cool shirt from them. I'm waiting for it in the mail. Damn coronavirus holding me back. Monsters, my favorite topic. They're my favorite topic too, Rob. I can't wait to talk about it with you on the Cult Classics podcast. So it is very cool that a lot of things are happening. We're doing a lot of cool things and a lot of fun things. And we are going to have a new episode of Rob Paints the Movies this week. I don't think it's going to be live. We're kind of in the midst of working some stuff out. Oh, my partner Brian just posted the link. So if you want to go... Reagan, especially you are working in the industry pretty heavily, and you know lots of people. So, Wolfman has nuts. Nards, man, nards. Use PFP Show at checkout for 15% off. So, the link is in the comments. So, if you want some screenwriting books, and it looks like we're going to be continuing this month. Right now, we're focusing on screenwriting, which is a very near and dear thing to my heart. And I own a lot of these books, and I can vouch for them. They're very good. But looks like we will be continuing the Filmmakers Library in the future in other aspects. So I can't wait. I'd really like to find some books on movie distribution, and that is my buddy Brian's forte. So I'm looking forward to that. So make sure you go check those out. Get your go get your books with the discount. Scott, you can have anybody order there. Anybody who knows, tell them to go get the discount. Happy to have anybody do it. So yeah, so that's some fun stuff going on there. Now, what's some other fun stuff going on? So I was actually just checking out. This is kind of ironic that so we all know that they've been sticking streaming service streaming. Again, it's been a rough day. So we all know that they are, because of the quarantine and everything going on to stay at home, they are starting to put out movies that were supposed to be out in theaters streaming. Not everyone is doing this. It looks like Disney's more sticking to their platform. But it looks like Universal has really been the one with the big push. Well, they have not been seeing much of a return on some of the titles that they have put out, which were The Invisible Man, The Hunt, I think Emma, things like that. Somewhat of a return, but those are movies that premiered in theaters. They had a little bit of a run. And there are also movies that I could see kind of their run die down, especially with everything that was happening. Trolls World Tour, Trolls 2, was going to be their big guinea pig to see if this works. As such, turns out it just premiered last Friday, and Trolls World Tour sets record results for the first on-demand weekend. That is huge. Rob says Invisible Man and The Hunt were great. Great! That's the way he says it, not me. I'm just quoting. Tony the Tiger style. So it looks like that we're getting record numbers back. Now I'm wondering what this is going to do. I know if you go back a couple episodes, I think it was either episode 5, might be episode 6. Brian and I were talking about it on Pull and Focus about what could happen with streaming services. And as it looks at the moment, it might get successful. We'll see what happens. We'll see if other people follow suit. I think a lot of delays were happening. Because let's face facts, and I'm not trying to be drab, I'm not trying to bring down the room or anything. Nothing is going to return to the way it was. This is a life-changing thing, just as 9/11 was for us. Just as many things throughout history, when they sparked, changed the way we go about things. You know, we'll still always have to take our shoes off at the airport. That's the way it works. That's never going to change. And I'm not saying that it should. So I thought The Invisible Man looked badass. They finally got the girl from Handmaid's Tale out and she got stalked. I do want to see it. I haven't seen it. It looks like a very cool concept of Invisible Man. But going back to my quick point, things are changing. Now, I'm not hoping things go away by any means or anything like that. And this isn't an objective way of thinking. Our lives are going to change. I'm probably never going to shake a hand again. That's just how it is. And let's face facts. I think things will start opening up. I think we'll see some snippets of normalcy here and there. But we have to be real in that we're not going to have a vaccine for a year to 18 months. So we're going to have to take precautions. And that's going to happen in movies. That's going to happen in things like that. So like even when the movie theaters open, I will be there. I will go to the movie theaters. I love the movie theaters. It's an escape. It's a beautiful thing. I will go to restaurants, things like that. In fact, if this has proven anything to me, I do want to get out more. I don't want to travel, but that's because I've done my traveling. Although I will travel because my wife wants to go places. Jokes aside, though, things are going to change. And I really think that in the terms of the streaming these new movies, we're going to see a big turnaround. We're going to see more of this happening. Maybe even not with the huge blockbusters, but we're going to see movies that for at least the next year, year and a half, we're going to see more titles come out instead of go to theaters if they are open, or do it simultaneously. And that's because they need to see a return. And you're not going to fill theaters. I don't think theaters are going to be able to fill up again. Not for a while. It's going to be a different world. And that's just the facts. Again, I'm not trying to bring the room down. I'm sorry if I am, but I just, I wanted to be real about it. And I think this is going to be, I think, if anything, Trolls 2 doing this well, we're going to see more of those delayed movies come out sooner. I just have a feeling. To be honest, I think this streaming early release is going to be super successful. I love theaters. I prefer the experience, but for safety concerns with large groups, I have a feeling people are going to lessen the amount they go. I hope high fives and handshakes aren't a thing of the past, but that hand washing becomes more frequent. Rob, that's a great sentiment, and I agree. I think that handshakes, and especially by what doctors are saying, should become a thing of the past, though. That's the only thing I disagree with. it's time. We gotta move on to do some different things. And I think once the economy starts opening back up and we see more things come about, things will get easier once we can start going out and start socially interacting again. It should 100 be the wave of the future. I would pay to see a new release and not leave my house. I have TV, nice surround sound. I'm good. Also, I've seen Trolls 2 twice already. I blame the kids. We got the elbow bump now. We do have the elbow bump, my friend. And I need to see you soon, man. I miss you. So I need to elbow bump you. When all this social distancing, quarantining is over. But get the kids together. So, it's just crazy. It's crazy times. And I don't know that I disagree either. I mean, Trolls 2, it would be a great experience in the theaters for my kids, but it's also hard to get them to the theater, and get them to sit down and be quiet. And then by the time like Tommy is 8 now, and he's ready to go see older stuff. So like you can't really take him to. I mean, you can take him to the animated movies. Don't get me wrong, but there's some stuff he doesn't care about seeing. And then you kind of miss that. So like maybe just see it now. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of getting a little loosey goosey with my talking here. Wish I had those beers, man. That would keep me on track, and you guys would love it. So yeah. But I am anxious. I think horror movies should come out on a streaming service for a while. I think horror movies and comedies. Those are movies I don't necessarily need to see in the atmosphere of the movie theater anyway. Like Psycho Cinema, of course. I will go see a Psycho Cinema movie. Hey, man, got to go on. Hey, going to work in the AM. Awesome live tonight. Thank you, brother. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you, Rob. Can't wait for tomorrow when we do Behind the Box. It's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody join in. We're going to be talking movie monsters. We're going to be making a list because we're making a bracket. And we want you guys involved. We need tiebreakers because we argue a lot, but in a great way, in a beautiful, fun way. But going back to what I was saying, movie theaters were always an escape for me. And I do love going. And like Psycho Cinema, I'll always go, especially when they show the older movies. If they're putting out a newer movie, absolutely, I'm going. I'm there. I'm supporting. It's a great community, great people involved. A lot of them supporters of what I do here, and I love it. But things are going to be tough for a while. I'm not going to go see the comedies. I was never really big to go see comedies in theaters anyway. I'd rather save it for the blockbusters, things like that. So, maybe streaming is the way to go right now. Maybe that is better for the studios. It's kind of how it is. They all have streaming services anyway. Why not? So, but that gives me let me go back and just talk to you guys a little bit because we do have something coming up that I think you'll really enjoy. Yet again, we're doing another horror movie on Saturday. We do a community watch. How does that work? I host the show. I come on at 7:30. I do a Facebook Live intro discussion. We talk about it a little bit. Then at 8 o'clock, we press play. Watch the movie. We have a comment thread throughout the movie where we make jokes and have a good time. Then after the movie is over, we go over and we hop back on Facebook Live, and we're going to go and talk about the movie. And then there's trivia, there's fun stuff that all goes on. People win things. We had some physical prizes last week. We're not going to be doing those every week, unfortunately, but for the big events, we will be doing those. But we had a really good time, really good turnout, and the movies this week, you can go and vote on the Seeing Snobs Facebook page right here. It's the post that's pinned to the top. We had Rob's movie, because he won the trivia and he got to choose a movie, and Ariel won the trivia and got to choose a movie. And they both chose, Rob chose Body Bags, Ariel chose Blood and Lace, Dead Heat, the Joe Piscopo Treat Williams movie's on there. And the last movie is Night of the Demons from 1988. Very cool movie. Really enjoyed it. I will tally up everything tomorrow and put out where everything's at. Voting ends tomorrow night at midnight. So make sure you go and vote. It's a lot of fun. Then whatever wins, that's what we'll watch on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to that one. There's some cool stuff going on though. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, Rob Paints the Movies this week is going to be a taped episode. Dead Heat or nothing. Brian, go vote, man. Oh, I think you did. So Dead Heat is actually doing pretty well. So go vote on the main one. So anyway, we're doing Dead Heat. There's some very cool stuff going on. Make sure you go and check that out. Oh, no, we're not doing Dead Heat. We may do Dead Heat. It's doing really well in the voting right now. So, but going back to what I was saying with Rob Paints the Movies, we usually do a live episode. Rob is going to tape it this week due to certain circumstances, which I will let you know later in the week. But once it comes out, it will be available on the YouTube channel. It will be available, and I'll post a link and everything right up here on the Facebook page, on the Twitter, on the Instagram, everything. So make sure you go check that out. It's gonna be a really fun one. I don't know what he's painting, but I always love what he does. I love his work, so definitely excited for that. Not much else going on right now. Like I said, I'm just kind of in a somber mood, and I wanted to talk to my people. And that's just kind of where I've been at. See what was going on in everybody's lives. What was it? U.S. movie theaters hope to reopen in late July, but may not show new movies. Well, how are you going to show new movies? How are you going to do it? You can't right now. Nothing's filming. And they're delaying everything until the end of the year or next year. I'm still a little bitter about Fast 9. I was really looking forward to that. And No Time to Die. But, unfortunately. Hopefully they'll give us Top Gun. I gotta see Top Gun 2. It looks too good to delay for too long. I do want to definitely see that, though. What else we got? It's just such a... I don't know, get real with you for a sec. It's such a crazy time. It's sad. It's sad to see how things are going. Like, I'm not in I'm in a sad mood today, but not in a crazy sad mood of, like, depressed. Just more, I just want to make sure things are going to be all right. Like with everything going on in the world. I'm not like, imminent death is lurking. Everybody's going to die. Is there another volleyball scene? There better be. Oh, no, there is. There is another volleyball scene. Miles Teller is playing Goose's son in the movie. So, and he's going to have a grudge against Maverick for killing his dad. Even though it wasn't his fault, it was a malfunction. So there's some cool things. Halloween Kills will be coming out later this year. They put out spoilers on that one, which I read. I don't know why, but I did. So I'm definitely a little bitter about that. A little salty, if you will. Yes, Goose lives. Goose lives through her son. There's absolutely a volleyball scene. You cannot have a Top Gun movie and not have a volleyball scene. I do think that they are going... Oh no, got dark. It did get dark for a little bit. Talk to me, Goose. I'm talking to you. I'm good. I'm not dark. I'm just somber. And that's fine. I'm still happy. I did check out a new movie this week. If you guys haven't seen it, it's a horror comedy. I checked it out. It's a psycho cinema movie this week. It's called Extraordinary. 2 words. So, and there's a reason for that. It's a horror comedy, ghost type movie, satanic. It's from Ireland. It stars Barry Ward and Maeve Higgins and Will Forte as the villain in the movie. Volleyball, aka homoeroticism, is this flick. In this flick, you are right. Although I think they're kind of evening it out, and they're going to add girls now, so whatever. So go check out Extraordinary, because I will tell you, the main actress, Maeve Higgins in the movie. Well, her name is Rose in the movie. The actress' name is Maeve Higgins. I would watch her character in every movie. I would want to see how her character reacts to everything. I want to see her in a Fast and Furious movie. I want to see her in a James Bond movie. I want to see her in Wonder Woman. Just having to deal with whatever's going on. I want to see her in a new Ghostbusters movie. It's just truly fantastic. I'll tell you, I don't. So I would definitely go check that out. Rent that movie. That's worth it. It's funny all the way through. Will Forte plays a great villain in it, and his reasons for being a villain is fantastic. Also, go check out Phoenix, Oregon. That has just been expanded. Brian over at Skyline Indie Film Fest, who is my partner in crime, pulling focus. Sorry, take a drink. So, my partner in crime there, he runs Skyline Indie Film Festival. They are doing an online showing where you can buy a ticket for it. I think it's like $6.50. It's pretty rad. Go check out Phoenix, Oregon. Okay. So that's kind of where we're at with that. It's crazy to watch myself on the monitor because I'm so far behind from where I actually am, and it's kind of funny. And then to see your comments pop up like, "Oh no, we got dark," and it's like, "No, I got dark a while ago. I'm good. I'm back again. I'm good. Don't worry." But seriously, life sucks. No, I'm just kidding. Extraordinary is a new one I checked out. Did see Trolls World Tour. Well, saw what I could of Trolls World Tour. I mean, my kids really watched it. I had to run around and do things. Oh man, Mark Wahlberg's new sci-fi movie Infinite was pushed. The next year. That sucks. I love when I do these. It kind of throws people off because it's like, squirrel. It starts staring at other stuff, and I'm just like, okay, that's what happened. Oh no. High School Musical cast reuniting for an ABC sing-along. Is that what we're doing now? Is it going to be on Zoom? Did anybody else check out his Saturday Night Live that was done via Zoom this past week? And if you did, what did you think? I thought it was a mess, but I love that they tried. I do. I love that they were trying to bring some joy to people's homes, but it was a mess, man. That was kind of crazy. But I am anxious to hear what you guys thought about that if you watched it. Most of the stuff that they did in that, it was lost on people, I think. Because it just didn't land. It just didn't land right because there was so much of a pause in things. Some stuff was really funny in it, though. Maybe he's on Mars with Matt Damon. Matt Damon. That's why the movie got pushed. No, he's going to do another Spencer movie. Come on, Netflix. They pay for everything. They'll pay for him to go to Mars to film on Mars with Matt Damon. Matt Damon. I have to quote Team America every time I hear that. Such a crazy movie. So, also, Abel has been a mess since the late 90s, but I do appreciate it. Who has? Abel? Abel or Cable? I'm so confused by what you're saying to me. But I love it. Keep it coming. I want to hear it. I want to hear what you have to say. So, you know what I was thinking about the other day, Scott? I know nobody else cares about this, but I don't care. What was his name? Joe. The guy we knew back in the day. I don't know why I was thinking of him. Oh, SNL. SNL has been a mess since... No, SNL's been pretty good lately. This cast is good. This cast is really funny. And they've been going wild lately. Like this past year, it's like they've completely lost their minds. And I love it. But I've been thinking about Joe lately. So, never heard of that guy? Yeah, still corrected. Screw you. I think that was like his thing too. Yeah, so I don't know. I figured I'd reminisce with you while I'm on my podcast because that's what people want to hear. They love it, right? Anybody? Oh, somebody just posted a picture of Jameson. I missed the Jameson. So crazy times. I'm trying to pull up this new stuff that. Where is it? I just found something I want wanted you guys to see. A very cool podcast. I talked about it earlier. Today in Space podcast. My buddy Alex does it. It's a very cool podcast. I was on it. We talked Star Trek and Picard and the whole nine. We talked We even got into Star Wars. It was dedicated to Picard. And we got into the world of Star Trek. We got into the world of sci-fi. We went right over to Star Wars. Talked about that. It was a very cool episode. So go check that out. It's a lot of fun to do. You guys have any other topics? I'm still on the action stuff. Give me some best acting in action movies. Come on. I want to hear it. I want to know what you guys think. Wow, I've been going on for an hour already. That's something. This has been kind of a test. Let's go live and enjoy our time and me kind of unravel a little bit. Why not? That's what I do. That's what I love doing. Just unravel. So, Marvel, of course, is screwing over... Marvel Comics is screwing over comic book stores everywhere. More and more. You read about that anywhere. Infinity War Red Skull looks like Skeletor meets Mumra. That's what they were. Skeletor and Mumra were essentially the same exact person. People are stupid. What are some 90s movies you never thought you'd watch again, but you want to kind of revisit? The Kid in the USA t-shirt and Iron Eagle should have got an Oscar. Oh, God. Wasn't that you? Kind of looked like you, didn't he? Can't remember correctly which one that was. I think there was somebody who looked like you in those movies. And I understand that nobody listening knows what the hell I'm talking about. Yeah, we know that. No new news, really? Damn you, comic book resources. Disney Plus clumsily censors Daryl Hannah's naked butt and splash. Yeah, I knew that would come. Who watched the end of Schitt's Creek? The end of Schitt's Creek was pretty fun. It was funny ending. Because the Schitt's Creek star Emily Hampshire is interested in playing She-Hulk or the Spider-Woman role. I will tell you, I could see her as Spider-Woman. I couldn't see her as She-Hulk. She's too tiny. You need like a tall woman to play She-Hulk. What was it? Sasha Banks, WWE superstar, is going to be in season 2 of The Mandalorian. Wow, I got 5 people listening to me still as I'm unraveling. Come on, people! I thought I'd have way more than that. I thought I'd surge for unraveling. So I'm just sitting here, a lot of dead air. I should probably get off, but all right. Well, let me talk about some stuff that's going on, and then I'll leave you guys alone. I promise. That may have been Goonies. I kind of like Mikey or Samwise Gamgee, depending on how era we're talking about. Goonies was a good one. Goonies is one I can always revisit. Definitely solid. I never want to see that remade either, because it's one of those movies that worked in the 80s, and that even like you couldn't just remake and take place in the 80s. Like it just worked because it was the 80s. It was the right stuff altogether. Batman v Superman. Eisenberg was only given 90 minutes to read the script. According to Batman v Superman star Jesse Eisenberg, he had access to the script for only 90 minutes when he was deciding to play the Lex Luthor role. Okay. Should have just said no. If you're going to complain about it now, should have just said no. Or be happy you got the money and shut up. Damon and Affleck wanted Kevin Smith to direct Good Will Hunting. Could you imagine that? They're looking to reboot Hellraiser. They should. They 100% should. I think that movie would get better in the right hands now. I would argue that the second one is way better than the first. A lot of people would call me wrong and call me stupid, but I'm not a huge fan of that movie. So if they reboot it, because look where they've taken the series. The series got like 10, 15 movies in it. And they've taken it to space, they've taken it to the past, they've taken it to everywhere they can go, and it doesn't work. I think that it just needs to be rebooted and done so in a way that, you know, get a good horror producer beyond it. Get Blumhouse to do it. They did pretty good with the Halloween movies, and they're doing pretty good with Jordan Peele's horror movies, so I'm excited. I am looking forward to the Candyman movie, and that is the last time I will say that. So thank you very much, and Rob's off, so I don't have to worry about it. But listen, there's some good things in the original Hellraiser movie. There are, and it is. I definitely understand why it's top tier. It is. It's top tier when it comes to horror movies. And Pinhead is a memorable horror movie. All right. So and Pinhead is a memorable movie monster, and he will probably go on our list on the podcast this week. But I'm telling you, I just don't think that's such a great movie. I think the second one is much better. I've never seen the third one, but I've heard arguments that the third one is even better than that. So, I mean, we'll see. I've even heard some people say that the fourth one is the best. So it's out there. What do you think, Brian? I don't know. We got some cool things going on. Hopefully they start getting made soon. You know? Well, I see I'm kind of winding down, so I'm going to say it one more time. Make sure you go out and you check out the new episode of Pulling Focus Podcast, where our main topic, we talk about a lot of things, and it's a lot of fun, but you get a lot of ranting from me about screenwriting. So go check that out. We're going to be live tomorrow for Behind the Box Podcast, which will be up on the website the day after, just like this will be. I fall off when franchises get too deep. It's fair. Go check out, and we're going to be talking movie monsters, and if you watch live, you can be a part of it and help us pick movie monsters, because we're putting together a bracket that we will argue. We're putting in the seeds for a bracket that we will argue, and you guys could very well help with that. So whoever's listening. And then Rob Paints the Movies is going to be a tape show this week. It's not going to be live, but it will be up with a dedication. Friday I will be live to kind of go over the results of the poll and what we're watching, unless it's Friday the 13th. I'll watch Friday the 13th any day of the week. Any day of the week I will watch Friday the 13th. I never get tired of them because they are what they are, and I love them for that. So I will be live again on Friday with the Seeing Snobs podcast. Saturday we're doing our watch along. Come join in, 7:30 on here. I'm doing I'll do the intro, the live intro. We'll watch the movie with the comment thread. Then afterwards, we'll do the Facebook discussion afterwards. That'll be fun. I don't know if I'm doing the wrestling podcast for a while. I tried to do it last night, and to be honest, I went on a rant, and I had to delete it. And it was just, I'm kind of getting tired of, right now it's very dull. Nothing's going on except for WWE. And I could curse out Vince McMahon over and over again. So I think I might rest on a 20-minute wrestling podcast for a little while. I'm kind of working on some new stuff. I am working on getting some interviews in. I'm going to be getting my buddy Derek from Enlisted Productions in. I want to talk to him, talk music with him. I am looking to get Bernie Rao, who directed Killer Sofa. He and I have been talking. He's in quarantine in Australia, though, so it's just kind of tough because his Wi-Fi is spotty where he is, but hopefully we'll be able to get him on soon. I've talked to him a bit, and he just seems like it'll be a lot of fun. So there's definitely some fun things going on. I know Brian and I are looking to do some cool things with Pulling Focus. I don't want to kind of let on just yet, but we will be doing hopefully something very fun very soon. So we'll talk about that. Remember, go over to the WinchesterBookGallery.com. Go to the Pulling Focus Filmmakers Library, and all of the books that are listed there are 15% off with the promo code PFP Show. PFP Show. Pulling Focus Podcast Show. PFP Show. Just want to say that. 15% discount is pretty damn good. especially on screenwriting books. So go check all that stuff out. I'm going to go. I'm going to try and relax a little bit, sit back before I got to do a show again tomorrow. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for partaking. Scott, I haven't talked to you in so long, and I miss you. I hope you and the family and everybody are doing well. Brian, I love you, buddy. I'll talk to you probably tomorrow. We talk all the time, so that's okay. That's cool with me. Thank you, Rob, for joining in. Thank you for everybody joining in. It was just a really fun time. Thank you. All right, so you guys take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Night.